Welcome to another Godforge video. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. In today's video, guys, we're actually going to have a look at some in-game footage, new characters, camera angles, different speeds, etc. Stuff that we can expect to see in the alpha. And the alpha is almost around the corner, a couple of weeks or so. Without further ado, let's dive straight into it and see what we have right here. So this is one of the characters. Invoker restores strength to your team and focus exclusively on empowering your allies in battle, whilst Defender's goal is to reduce incoming damage. I'm not reading fast enough. Invokers will focus on healing and enabling your team to increase their potency and power, and is critical in any assault. So we're going to see some skills. We're going to get to understand a bit more the mechanics and stuff like that. And by the way, if you guys want to keep up to date with Godforge content, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, because on this channel, I will be covering Godforge exclusively for a very, very long time. So make sure you guys stay tuned to it. I will be streaming as soon as the alpha comes out as well. We're going to try out the game. We're going to see basically what we can expect from the alpha. Do keep in mind, this is an alpha. This is not the final version of the game and is a long, long way from reaching that stage. But I will be doing a different video to cover some of these topics, kind of like responding to some of the comments that I've seen on my previous video. So Order. This hero has aligned themselves to Order, the great architect, artisan of the cosmos, she who craves control, protector of what is. Interesting. So what is this? Is this a damage dealer? Okay. So basically you promote it. Yeah, you will require kind of like the same type of leveling system. Walk the dog, you know, without the leash till you get bored. You get to create chickens. It seems like they do have a pretty good system, because you can take it all the way up to the highest rank, rather than do 2 stars first, level it up, 3 stars first, level it up individually. So you will need that XP. If you have that available, bang, you've got the job done, right? So that's actually pretty good. And you can sacrifice different characters. Okay. That's how this promoting system will actually work. We have a leader bonus aura, 21% speed in all battles. Okay. Attacks an enemy. You can see the multipliers, which is great. Okay. Raid is hiding the multipliers, so it's good to see the actual multipliers, because that's the main thing that will make you understand, is this character good? Is this champion going to suck? Oh, we need to wait to see the multipliers, guys. It might take a week till we get a test server. But having the ability to see the multipliers directly is actually really, really good. So you just click on that details buttons and you're going to see pretty much everything. Sharpen 2. Is that increased accuracy, more or less? No, that's accuracy up 2. What is Sharpen 2? What is that buff doing? So attack 40%. Sharpen raises crit damage stat and strong hit strong hit damage too. And accuracy up increases the accuracy. Guys, I might have to remove myself from the freaking camera, maybe, just so we can... I'm not covering the screen, man. Age of Rebirth. When this hero is defeated, revive all allies with 50% HP and increases their INIT. Okay, so we are putting some gear in here. It seems like it's not covering the entire screen, or is a bit more like zoomed in on the actual gear. Legs of the Kraken reduces damage from attacks by 15%. That's a 6-piece set by the looks of it. I like when games are making 1-piece sets, 2-piece sets, 3-piece sets, 4-piece sets, 5, 6. So you have tons of different options when you're building your characters. You can make more strategies like that, right? This is a bear set. Grants 15% chance to block attack damage. What is that? Like gaining a block damage? There's only a chance for it to happen. So that's the awakening system. I would assume that's where the dupes go in, right? And you're just gaining additional stats and stuff. Yeah, that must be the dupe system, the awakening, yeah. So they are gaining some pretty good stats. Revive has no wave restriction. Okay, not sure exactly what's that, but it's probably related to a passive or to an actual skill, right? Okay, so different camera angles. That's good. You can see the actual multipliers in-game too by clicking on details. Interesting. So all of these things like animations, graphics, effects, these are probably at... I think they're at around 50% ready. I don't think they are where they should be, right? And this is stuff that will improve over time. It's just, this is an alpha test. That's basically what you need to remember, you know? Okay, some strong hits in there. I was gonna say, is the weak hit going to kill it? But the HP level is just down below. Just noticed that. And we have the 2 skills available for this character only. And then the ultimate skill, which is about to charge. But he's ready because he's blue, actually, yeah. So now he's purple. And he's using it, okay. See, like, this animation is pretty cool. So he just buffed with that. Okay. I'm not really feeling the little circles around the characters. I know they kind of like signify when the ultimate is ready and you get an idea. But I don't know, I think I would do them in a different way rather than those circles. Smack them. Smack them. Okay, so we got to speed up too. Strong hits. Seems like they're almost overlapping our unit, right? Wait, are we gonna win this fight? He's on full HP. We're far off from full HP. So we have 2x speed, 1x speed. And the camera angles and all this stuff, guys. Honestly, this is probably one of the easiest things to replace, to change, right? Based on the feedback that you guys will provide, they will adjust it accordingly, right? Like if you don't like this one specifically because of X, Y reasons. So this is definitely not the hardest thing to change in the game. There are other things that are way more complicated, and I think them changing the camera angles and stuff to what people like is not going to be a problem whatsoever. So that was one of the clips that I have, and I do have another one. So basically having a look at a couple of different characters. We have Loki right here. Damn. He looks pretty strange. He doesn't look badass, okay? He doesn't look badass. He looks more like a I don't know, like a comedian to me, rather than a evil character, a strong character, you know. But I guess that's how he really is in the actual mythology, right? I'm used to see Loki in the Marvel movies, not in the actual mythology. So let's see what do we do with the Disruptor skill. Manipulation of the balance of power in battle is the principal role of Disruptors. They focus on applying powerful disables and debuffs on your foes while manipulating turn order and divinity powers. When pure power fails, the Disruptor will be lurking in the shadows to control the battle in their favor. Interesting. So that's kind of like a description for each character, what they're doing, right? I like that they have that in the game. This hero has alignment themselves to the Chaos, Lord of Disorder, Destroyer of the Cosmos, He who reveals in entropy. And I missed the last part right there, but it's still kind of like an introduction of the character. So he does have quite a few abilities. Deceptive Daggers attacks an enemy with a chance to place Charm on the target for a turn. And you can see the multiplier, so his attack and accuracy multiplier. And Charm takes the next attack for the enemy that plays this debuff. Duration reduced when triggered. Then we have Burning Hatred. Has a chance to place Taunt on all enemies for a turn. Also has a chance to place Afterburn through 4 turns on enemies not under a disable. So Taunt is kind of like more or less like a provoke, I think, right? Increases the chance to weak hit by 10% and reduces divinity by 6%. Okay. Look like an HP burn or something initially. Then we have Malicious Mischief. Attacks all enemies with a chance to place Confuse on each target. If the target is already under a disable, steals 10% of the target's divinity and gains 10 divinity when an enemy attacks an ally. I guess the divinity is like Terminator, right? I would assume. I think so, yeah. I'm curious, what's the blue flag with 0 and then you have the blue circle with 1000 next to it? What is that? Yeah, we've saw this skill already. So the multipliers are attack and accuracy. So you confuse your enemy to attack his ally, basically. Yep, that's what confuse does. And enemies under a charm that attacks this hero have a chance to basically instead attack one of their allies at random. And this unit attackers a random ally with its basic ability on its turn. Yep. Yep. Okay, pretty interesting, Mr. Loki. Looking forward to play you out. So there we see the Awakening. Basically what effects we're gaining there. Initiative, 15. Curious, what's the initiative? Because it's not the accuracy. That already has the same name. Is initiative the speed or what is it? Has a chance to reduce damage from enemies. Initial divinity plus 150. So that might not be the turn meter actually. If a fatal damage is inflicted on this hero, prevents it, grants full divinity and an extra turn. Yeah, so divinity cannot be the turn meter. I'm not sure what divinity is yet, but I guess we're gonna have to play the game and find that out, right? So are we in a cave? Damn! He just wrecked him. One shot him. Again. Compared to the previous character that we saw, which was struggling to kill them, Loki is actually badass. Okay, what did that skill do? Because the mob is still on full HP. And moving to the next wave. Okay. Oh. That's his animation, huh? That's a cool animation. That's a cool animation, but as you can see, that's not ready. That's definitely not ready. But that was a cool animation. Reminds me of, like, I don't know, Mortal Kombat, when Scorpion just teleports behind you and just wrecks you. I don't know, it reminds me of that for whatever reason. Okay, let's see. So that was his ultimate skill. Now he's just using the daggers, racking them here. And use that skill, let's see. But you don't have multiple camera angles though, which is fine. You guys can literally pick whatever you guys want to, you know. Like, it's not like you're limited to one option. Let me just bring my camera back because it seems like there's nothing that we need to read right now. Bang, man down. Okay, this screen looks pretty good. And rewards from the cavern, right? What do we have right there? So we have like a chicken type of thingy and gear, huh? And we got a character too. We got a rare character as well, okay? Yeah, so rank 2 hero spirit. Okay. So basically, that's something that we are going to see in the alpha, guys. As I've mentioned, I will be streaming the alpha, especially the first day, to really kind of like push it, see how the game feels like. This alpha is all about them collecting feedback in terms of mechanics, rather than graphics and rather than character animations and movement, right? Of course, feel free to share that with them as well, whatever you guys feel like you want to share. But it's mainly, I think, to kind of like feel how the mechanics actually work in the game. Are there things that are just stupid? Are there things that make no sense, etc., right? So I'm definitely looking forward to try it out. during the alpha. I kind of like pre-registered for all of the alpha waves. Hopefully I'll keep them all and basically grind it whenever I can, because I'll be doing some traveling next month as well. But either way, that was all for this video. I will be posting another video most likely in a couple of days to kind of like talk a bit about some of the things related to graphics and all that. I've seen a lot of comments on the previous video, so basically just to kind of like explain you guys a few things. Much love. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.